Okay, good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the MySQL queries. So for this, first of all, open MySQL server. So look at here. Uh, briefly, I am going to explain these queries again. For opening any database, before that, if you want to display the databases, list of databases on the screen, show databases. Look at here. In my DBMS, there are a total 5 uh, databases are there. A database is a collection of tables. For this, you will have to open database. For this, connect or use database name is students. Then use semicolon. So end of each statement, you will have to use semicolon. Now you are connected with the MySQL server. Now inside that you are connected with the students. Now in case you want to display the list of tables, then show tables, then semicolon. Look at here, a list of there is only one table in my students database. Now, in case I want to see the structure of the table, DESC, this is called describe, and name of the table is stu, semicolon. It will show the different fields along with their data types, along with constraints. There are some conditions. Now, in case in SQL, there are 3 type of queries. DDL queries, these are called data definition language. In this, we include the following queries. In this, we include all the queries linked with the structure of the table. Create table, then drop table, then alter table. So these are total 3 DDL queries are there. So in DDL queries, we can only create, modify or delete table. These are linked with the structure of the table. So we are going to create a table. For this, use create table command. These are the keyword. And after that, look at here. After that, name of the table. So remember one thing, the name of the table, there should be no any space. There should not be in any special characters like this. So I create table teachers. After that, bracket start. Now list of fields along with data type. Suppose I take a T number and it is a integer. Then, okay, students, there are some constraints. Constraints are some conditions in order to make, in order to get valid entry from user. So there are different constraints. Look at here. First is called primary key. Second is called unique key. Third is called not null. Then there is a check constraint. Then there is a default. These are called constraints or conditions. Now, in case you want to apply primary key, you will have to specify with your field name, then data type, then primary key. And after that, I take here teacher name. Suppose I want that here the entry must be there. In that case, the constraint is not null. And if I want that the value can't be repeat, in that case, it should be unique. So student, remember one thing, difference between primary key and unique is that unique key provide us a data that is not repeated, but we can enter empty data, means null value. But in the case of primary key, we can't duplicate the data. Even then, we can't keep that field empty. Now suppose not null. Non null means entry is compulsory. We can't keep that field empty, means null. So remember one thing, it is here we can enter duplicate value. Next is I take here, suppose it is a class, it is of character. Here is one thing left here. Suppose I take here another field age, and age I take integer, and after that I take a department, and I take here character 10, and suppose default department is computer. So default means if you are not going to give the value to the department, it automatically pick computer. And after that, use check constraint. Check is used to set any condition. For example, check age must be less than 30. After that, use semicolon, and there is no any error, table is created. If I want to see the structure of the table, DESC describe, then teachers, data is here. So this show different fields, their data type, whether the null value can be entered or not, whether any primary key set or not, whether default value set or not, any extra constraint. Now, in case I want to enter the data, here is insert into teachers, then values in bracket, numeric value without single or double quotes, but for date and character type, string type, need single or double quotes. Suppose teacher code is 101 and name of the teacher is and after that class, suppose it is 10th A and age is and department, double all the fields in a sequence. Now data is entered. For this, now look at here. For inserting the data, the way is this. For displaying the data, select star from field table name is teachers. For displaying the data in ascending or descending order, the clause is order by age. It is ascending order. But in case you want to enter the data, you display the data in descending order. At the end, use DESC. And in case you want to use some wild card, look at here, select a star from teacher where name, T name, like in single quote or double quotes, I take H and then percentage. H means first name is H, rest of characters you don't know. And look at here. So these are called wild card. And remember one thing. Now, first of all, I am going to show the one sample table. By using that, I will discuss different SQL queries. Shreya, any doubt in this matter?
No, sir.
Okay. In your exams, there will be one table in your question paper and you will give the answer. There are two types of questions. One is for giving the SQL query, writing the SQL query. Second is the output of the queries. So look at here. I have two tables. One is activity. For the fields are A code, activity name, participants num, prize money, schedule date, and there is another table coach. Here is a P code, then name, then A code. A code means activity code. First question is to display the name of all activity with their A code in ascending order. So look at here. They want to display all the activity name with their E code in descending orders. So look at here. So first query is select star from activity. It is a table name. So remember one thing, the SQL is not a case sensitive language. You can write in small letter or a capital letter, but the contents are case sensitive. Now, clause is order by, and then you want to use A code for sorting the data, and then semicolon. So this is the query for question number 1. The question number 1 was to display the name of all activity with their A code in descending order. So for descending, use here DESC. So first query is here, second query. Display sum of prize money for each number of participant. Wait. Participant grouping, a number of participant grouping in column participant num. Okay, students, in my table, I have a participation number that is 10, that is 16, 12, 12, 10. They are saying that find out sum of prize money for each group of, and that group is created on the basis of participants number. So here we will use the group by command. So look at here. select sum, and sum is of prize money. So I will use here prize money, and then name of the table is activity. Okay, students, here one thing important, you will have to use group by, and here I want the grouping of group by participants num. So look at here, grouping is on the basis of participant number. But it will display the sum only in one column. So if you want to also display the participant num, so you can use field name before that. Look at here, participant num, then comma, sum price. So what will be the output? Output will be 16, and after that 16 there is only one number here, 16. So answer will be only 10,000. Then 10, answer will be 12,000 and 15,000, 27,000. Then 12, answer will be 8,000 plus 9,000, that is 17,000. So this will be the group by command when we divide our table on the basis of different small groups. Next is to display the coach name and E-code from in ascending order of E-code from the table coaches. Okay, students, in coach there are a table, coach table is there. There is a E-code and name. The question is to display the coach name and E-code in ascending order. Look at here. Select. So here is, you want to display coach name. So field name is name. Then if another field is E-code from, now look at here, table name is coach. Order by E-code. Okay, students, by default, it is always ascending order. So even then for ascending, you can ESC, you can write, but no need. It by default, it is always in ascending order. Next is display content of game table whose schedule date is, okay beta, here is a, they want to display the all the contents of table games. Remember beta, here is no any table game, here is table activity. So here is to display the contents of all the contents of activity table whose schedule date is earlier than first 1st January 2004 in ascending order of participant number. Look at here. Query number 4. Select star from activity. Okay. Next is here one condition is there. Also there is an order clause. So where schedule date, they use the word schedule date earlier than. It means earlier than 1st January 2004. It is less than And here is 01. The format you will use as given in the table. Look at here. First month in numeric, then month days in numeric, month in text, and 2004. You will use the same format given in your question. Even then, this is not actual format which we are using in MySQL server. So look at here. And they want to display the data in ascending in order. So order by participant num. So ascending order, so no need to give any type of ASC or ES. So this is all about the queries. Now there are some queries for which we will have to give the answer. Select count distinct participant num from activity. But by default count will calculate, so it will give us the result schedule date. Look at here, schedule date. Here is the participant num, so it will give 1 2 3 4 5. But we have used the word here, distinct keyword is there. It will remove the duplication. So look at here, what will be the result? Look at here. Output. First column will be like this, then it will show different field name, different participant name, but duplication will be removed. So here will be 16, then there will be 10, then 12. So there are, you will write the output like this. Next query is select maximum schedule date, minimum schedule date. Look at here. Field name is like this. Now find out minimum and maximum. Maximum is latest. So latest here is 19 March. That is a maximum. And then minimum. Minimum is least. Here is 2013. Look at here. 2003. 12th December 2003. Like this. Next query. Select some price money from activity. So field name will be now find out the sum of all the price monies 10, 12, 22 and 30, 39, 39 and 15, 54,000. Next question is select distinct participant num from coach. So it will be the result is, it is I think here is a bit of I am modifying for first question number 5. They count the number. So their counting will be in first question 16 is a single time, that is 1, 10 is 2 time, and I think 12 is also 2 time. I'm checking that. Yes, sir. But in last question, it will be Here will be 16, then 12, then 10. So this is the answer of last query. So if you have any doubt, raise your hand, because this will be the, as per your format, there will be 8 marks question in your final paper. So even in your half yearly exam, this type of question will be in your syllabus. Maybe the weightage will be less as compared with the final. So if you have any doubt, raise your hands, better. Diksha, any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay, students, there is a one table. Table is flights and another table is fare. So look at here. First question is display flight name and number of flights from Lucknow. Look at here. Display flight number and number of flights. So flight number is here in table flight number is here, and then second one is you want to display number of flights. So number of flights are here, and from Lucknow, only the condition is from Lucknow. So source is Lucknow. Look at here. Question number 1. Select star. Select. Here they describe their only flight number. So flight number is here. F number, comma, number of flights. Look at here, number of flights. Here is number of flights. From, table name is flights, where source equal to Lucknow. Okay, students. So they want that the source is Lucknow. So here in single quotes or double quotes, you will use here source Lucknow and then semicolon. So this is the answer of first query. Second query, arranging the contents of the table in descending order of a destination. So look at here, destination is DEST. So look at here, select star from flights, order by on the basis of destination DEST. Check whether they are in ascending or descending order. There is no, they are in descending order, so use word DESC. Now third query is increase the tax by 3% for flight starting from Delhi. Okay, students, look at here. Increase the tax by 5% from this all the flights starting from Delhi. Okay, students. So here this is a little bit complex statement. Reason is here is Flight number is given here. Here in this table, fare table, only taxi is there. But in the case of flights, there is the question is flights starting, and starting is source and destination. Source is given in another table. So we are getting the data from two tables. Okay, students, time is over. I will give you the answer of this question through WhatsApp. Okay, beta. Okay, student. Today I will also send you the one question paper. So I'll solve that questions, and in next period we will discuss the answers. Okay, beta. Now time is over.